Hello, and welcome back to Eclipse RP. So, it has been a while since an update has rolled out for Eclipse, but the other day it finally happened, and it was quite a large update. Unfortunately not as much criminal stuff as we'd like to see, but you know, it was still a giant update, a lot of new stuff. I think I'm going to make it into two parts just because there is a lot of new stuff, big stuff and small stuff. I'm going to be talking mostly about the civilian jobs, some commands, and some new changes to the login and logout features in this, and a little bit about the new clothing system. And then in the next episode, I'm going to be talking about the criminal additions, as well as some just various changes that they have done, and a little bit more in depth into the smaller things that they've changed. One of the big things, that's one of the small things they changed, is the lock and unlock is now instant. That was super annoying before, so that's a big change. Also, a lot of the UI is different. We also now have a clothing over here instead. I think it's kind of cool, so I guess I'll talk about that a little bit in this as well. But basically it works as you would assume with most games that have an inventory similar to this. You know, you just have your accessories like that. It's just kind of basically your equipment section, and most games kind of how they do that. So undershirt. It's pretty easy. It's a really cool system. Mask on, mask off. So is there a toggle mask still? I wonder. Nope. So now to take your mask off, you just do. Alright, so that's definitely different. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to have to get used to. There's also a couple new commands. Okay, I don't want to get ahead of myself, so we'll start off with the civilian jobs. So there's new jobs that are the toll booth, the lumberjack, oil mining, and a post-op delivery driver. I'm not sure how different the post-op delivery driver is to the regular, whatever it was called, just delivery driver. What are these little things? Mail drop box. So that's something that the post-op delivery driver does in a little bit. You know what, we're just going to go into it now. You're able to now drop off mail at the post-op spot. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I just got in. I still need to figure everything out. I believe it's here, if I'm not wrong. But you're now able to drop off mail there, or I guess drop off here as well, at any of these little mailboxes, and have it sent to a friend's house. So you can send items and stuff to friends' houses from these drop boxes and have the players deliver it, which is pretty cool. I think the command is send mail. So you send mail, the number of the house, I'm pretty sure, the tip you want to give the player or the person that's delivering it, and then the street number, and you can deliver items to people's houses with them being offline and you being offline and stuff like that. It's really cool. But let's go into the civilian jobs that they added. So that's the first one, the post-op delivery driver. You're able to now basically take that job and deliver packages to other people. It's very similar to the carrier service. If not, I'm not sure if it's just replaced that or not. But either way, that's how that job works. Basically, you send mail, use that command at the drop-off. The driver will go to the place, take the mail, and drop it off at one of the locations to give it to your friend. But let's start off with the toll booth. I believe there's a couple toll booths now along the highways. I know there's one here for sure. Where else would there be toll booths? Well, I know there's that toll booth. I have no idea what that one is. But let's go to this toll booth job, and I'll show you guys how that works. It's pretty interesting. As you think it would work with a toll booth job, you basically just sit at a little gate as people come by to give you money to let them pass, and that's pretty much it. But we're going to go check it out, and I will meet you guys once we're over there. Alright, so we are here at the toll booth. Let's figure out how this works. Don't think we're going to be able to get a job here, so I probably won't be able to show you that part, but how do we pay?
Back in your car, back in your car.
He gonna get arrested for sure.
Back in the car, dude. Get your car out of the road.
At least cops are here making sure everything goes well, because I definitely feel like this could be a spot where people just get robbed, because...
I don't think that car is his, because he don't know how to turn it on.
Hello.
Hello.
So pay toll. Do I have to RP it, or does it automatically do it? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, mate.
Take care. Alright, so apparently if you work in the booth, you just stay in there, and then they come by and they pay the toll, and you open the gate. I'm not sure if we're supposed to do a /me or what for that. But I guess that's how it works. It's pretty interesting. I don't think we're going to be able to get a job there just because there's a bunch of people already having a job there. But I'm assuming what you do is basically just sit there when people pay the toll, You open the gate for them, and then I'm pretty sure it's just how it works. It's pretty interesting. Again, I don't know if it's really a super needed job, but it does add to some cool RP. Although if you're escaping from cops, you can no longer really go this way anymore because you'll just get stopped. Jesus. So that kind of sucks. But I think it's going to be about it for the toll booth job. Now I'm not sure if they're putting them all around the map. I'm not sure why this cop is following me. I'm not going to cut just yet, just in case this cop decides to pull us over. Not exactly sure. We're going to pull over here. See if he pulls over with us. No, okay, he was just going back. Alright, so the next job we're going to be taking a look at is the Lumberjack Job. Let me actually pull over now so I can show you guys where that is. I believe it's right here at the kind of lumber mill. So we're going to go over to the Lumberjack Job, check it out, see what it's about, and see how much money you make. Hopefully we're going to actually be able to do that since we are not able to do the toll booth job. So let's go over to the lumberyard and start chopping some logs, see what we can do, and see if it's a decent job at all. I do feel like this is a place where people are just going to get robbed a shit ton though. But let's figure out how this thing works. Lock it. I really do like the new
You know if it's best to do
what's up?
I said, do you know if it's best to do the job with a bag?
I honestly have never done it. I'm just coming here to check it out.
Oh.
Is it paying well?
I don't know, I just started.
Do you need a bag to carry extra trees, or?
I don't know, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, do you have to
You
buy
get
a
a
hatchet
hatchet,
as
though.
well?
I got it for 1,700.
Oh, do you just go to like a gun store and buy it?
No, there's any store.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Alright, I guess we need a hatchet as well. We can't get one here. They should have a little store here. That'd be kind of cool. Unless, what is this? Is this an ATM? That's a drop-off point. Alright, well, let's go grab a hatchet from, I believe you said, a general store, and head back over. Alright, we are finally back. We also have a bag as well, because when I talked to the guy, he said that you might be able to carry more of a bag, so I do want to test that out. Go over here. Should be able to hit E on this. We'll show the trees. Now let's equip our hatchet. Okay. Not sure why we have a pickaxe as well. We might have had that before. Alright, so we got a hatchet now. Let's go over to one of the trees that needs to be chopped. Alright, so there's a little green thing above or below them. Let's see. I believe we just hit E. E. There's a cool little animation. It falls, and then you can pick up the branches. Alright, that's interesting. So let's sell one single. Actually, let's see if we can get other stuff by just branches. If we can get like logs and stuff as well. Let's see. Branch. Yeah. Okay. Branch. Oh Jesus, we got a lot of them. So I think it's random how much it drops. It seems. And there we go. Yeah. So I guess you can put some in a bag if you want to. So let's see how much they sell for. Let's see how much we can do. So we should be able to see. Okay, so logs are 112, branches are $20. Interesting. So if we drop them here, okay, 111 and then 81. Okay, so you can stack the branches at least. Let's see if we can stack the logs as well. Alright, definitely interesting how they did it. So there's branches and logs. So it's kind of like similar to the mining job where there's rarer ores and there's more common ores, I believe. So that's definitely interesting. You know, you can make a decent amount of money. It's a new job to do, something else to do. But, I mean, again, the money that you paid for a hatchet, which is like probably 1 to 1.7, takes a little bit to pay off. But, I don't know. We could test that. I might test out all the new jobs in another video, testing out which makes the most money. I'll make that a separate video, though, because it's going to take a little bit. Does someone leave their bag here? Alright. Yeah, we can't carry anymore. So, can we drop this and then put it into here, I'm guessing? Oh, geez, they changed the bag as well. I don't remember it having this much space. Okay, so yeah, we can store stuff in the bag if we want to. I'm not really looking to make a bunch of money or work at it right now. But that's how that works. You can store it in the bag. I think they increased the storage for the bag. I'm not sure if it was always 100. So the next job we're going to be checking out is oil mining. I'm not exactly sure where this is on the map. I'm going to guess it is. I'm going to guess it's this one. Seems like it would be it. So we're going to go over there, check it out, see what it's about, and I will cut back once we're over there. Alright, so we are at this job. Let's see, where do we get it? Do we get it from over? Do we just go to one of these pink things? Is that how it works? I think we just mine. Let me see. So we do have a pickaxe. Let me see if we right click. Hello. Okay, E to extract. Let's see how this works. Extracting oil. Be careful. Got robbed. Oh, jeez. Jesus. Like oil barrel. I can see. Do you know how much the oil's worth? I guess we just go over here, hit E, and mine it. Oh, damn. So $70 a barrel. It's like a decent amount. Especially if you have a bag, you could use it. What do you sell the oil to, by the way? An oil mine. Where do you sell them at the oil mines? Do you sell them around here, or? No. At least this guy's helping us out. There's a drop-off for it. Where is the drop-off?
I'll show you where it is in a minute.
Oh, sweet. Alright, he's gonna show us where the oil drop-off is. Awesome. Sweet. We got someone helping us. Nice dude, not robbing us. Nice guy. Sweet. Alright, so let's see what this oil drop-off is. Apparently it's $70 a barrel. Again, you can probably, if you want to, have like a truck like that, have a bunch of space in it. But right now, we're just testing out the job. So let's see where the oil drop-off is. Sweet. Alright, I'm glad he showed us this because we would have not found it. We would have not found it. Alright, thank you. I would have not been able to find this. You mind, thank you. Nice to meet you, Joe. Thanks for the help, because I would have not been able to find this at all. Alright, let's go sell this stuff, see how it works. See what's going on. Let's see. Alright, see how much money. So it's $70 per barrel, and maybe it changes, I'm not sure. It's 422. I was just saying thank you, man. I wouldn't have been able to find this on my own. Alright, take care, Joe. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Alright, sweet. So, that's the oil job. So it's $70 a barrel. I'm not sure if that price changes. Possibly it does. So the next job we're going to be checking out is the one I was talking about a little bit earlier, the post-op delivery driver, the one who delivers the mail. So we're going to go over there. I'm pretty sure it's at the same job, the carrier service. So we're going to go check out the post-op delivery driver, see how it is, and I will cut back once we're over at that job. Alright, so we're over at the postal job. Now I'm curious if this also delivers packages or if it's a separate job in and of itself. That's what I'm curious about. Can I guess? Alright, so I'm gonna guess it's literally just the same as the regular postal job. I don't think we're gonna do it just because there's a lot of times where these people get robbed. So I don't feel like getting robbed too much right now. But I'm pretty sure it's just the same as the postal job before. Is that cop after that postal dude? No. Alright, so I'm pretty sure it's the same job as before, except this time you're just delivering mail and stuff. So, with that, we're going to be moving on to the new commands. So I talked about the one earlier a little bit, the send mail command. So if you do send mail, send mail, at one of these drop-off points, here, I think there's some there's one over here, one over here, and then I think there's one in Polito, or is there not? Nope, there's none in Polito. So basically, if you do one of those jobs, if you want to send mail to someone and you know their address, you do /send mail. How does it work again? Send mail, the number, so let's say just 1, service tip 100, street, like whatever, like Rockford. We would do that, and then if we're near a mail drop box, we're gonna be able to sell it. Now I think the number means the slot in your inventory, so if I did 1, I'm pretty sure it would do this. Again, I'm not exactly sure how it works. We're not gonna be able to test it out too much because I don't know a lot of addresses. That's one of the new commands. The other new command is actually really cool. It's /set GPS. So now we can set, let's say 1 Rockford. Now this should set it. Such address and property number doesn't exist. Okay, I guess we need the actual property number. And the, let's see, let's do /set GPS. So we need the number and the street. Let me go find a street number because I don't know any of them off the top of my head. Real quick. Alright, so we have, set GPS. Let's do 9 and then Palomino. So if we have that and we go to our car, let me see. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. But let's see how this GPS works. So let's go over here, say, hey, my friend just called me up. He told me this is his address. Let me go to it. 9 Palomano. Set address and maybe it's Ave as well. Palomano Avenue? Palomano Avenue 9. Oh, sweet. And then it does give us a little GPS thing. So we can be like, oh, where's our friend's house? We set our GPS. Well, let's do it again. Oh, it's right there. Look at it. That's my friend's house. Yada, yada, yada. So now, that's pretty cool. So if your friend says my house is like 9 Palomano or whatever, however the hell you pronounce that, Avenue, you can just set a GPS there and go there instantly, not have to ask him for directions and stuff. So it's really cool. The next feature is going to be the login and /log out, or not login, but the login and log out new commands and how it's all set up. So what we're going to do, pull over here. So previously, to switch characters, you'd have to hit F1, direct connect, reconnect, and you can only do that once per session, but now, apparently you can do /log out. So let's do that. It's forbidden to disconnect from an active roleplay scenario. Please wait until you're signed out. So you have to wait, I believe, 20 minutes, it said. Wait, let's not cancel it. So after this timer is counted down, we should be brought to the new login screen, which I'll show you guys, hopefully in a second. Alright, here we go. So this is the login screen. This is the new login screen, actually. It's really nice. Again, have your username, email here. Password, I believe, this password, the little dots or whatever, is randomly generated, so there's no way to guess people's passwords. It's pretty cool from here. You can switch to another account, or exit to the main menu, and you can hit login, stuff like that. So let's log in again, and then talk about a couple more things, and then I think that's going to be it for the first part of this update. Also, I forgot to mention there is a remember me thing, so once you're logged in once on the computer, you don't have to log in again, so pretty nice. So a couple other things I want to talk about before the end of this. Not exactly what I was planning on talking to, but I figured I would in this part. So there's a couple various changes added to scripts and such, which in the next video I'm going to go in depth with the whole changelog and everything, but this is just the initial reaction and stuff. But there's new animations, first of all, so we do /anim. There's a lot more, and it also doesn't show up here and disappear, so that's really nice. There's actually a lot more animations. So they added that as well. They added a new Flatbed Script, so now you're able to put cars on the back of flatbeds. I'll show a picture of that. They added speakers finally back into it. It got removed about a month ago, I believe, 2 months ago, because of problems, but now they have speakers back in the game. Bolt cutters are now in, so you can cut furniture doors or gates. So that's gates that players can place down, you can now cut. Because previously, basically if you have a gate down, there's no way for people to break into the place, but now you can buy bolt cutters, I believe, from $5,000 to $7,000 and use those to cut into different gates or doors that are open. You cannot cut into properties this way, but you can cut into furniture stuff. So that's definitely pretty interesting. I'm not sure what's going on here. That's pretty much it for this part. In the next part of this, I'm going to be going into a lot of the other new features. Actually, I think the last thing I want to talk about in here is that they also changed a lot about Polito. So now, the biggest change, I believe, is that Bayview is no longer here. Bayview is gone. It's disappeared from here. Now Bayview is all the way up in Polito. So I think that's really going to hurt their profit, just because most people don't want to drive all the way up to get their freaking paint changed. But there's a lot of people that live and chill out in Polito, so hopefully they still make their money that way. So that's the new thing. And then they also added 2 general stores and a barbershop to Polito. Now I believe these general stores are still up for auction, so they're not actually officially in yet, but they will be soon once they're sold at auction. And that's going to be about it for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to be talking about some really cool new features. We're going to be talking about the new criminal update for it. We're going to be talking about the addition of pets. Once again, yes, you heard that right. They had pets about a year and a half ago, and pets are finally back. A couple other small script changes. Some really cool stuff to do with speed limits of cars. Basically, the Comet Retro is pretty damn nerfed. It has a top speed of 240 now. Every car has a top speed of 240. You can no longer get over 240. And a couple other small changes that do impact a lot of stuff. So in the next episode, we're going to be talking about all that stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, in part 2, there's going to be a lot more. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this of the first part of this update. Again, it was a pretty big update. And if you did, please leave a like. And if you want to, subscribe. And I will see you in the second part of this update.